Can you believe I've been making videos for 15 years and I have never not once made a favorites video? What was I doing in 2011? Literally, what was I doing? I made my first favorites video back in April over on the Patreon, and honestly, I had so much fun just ranting and raving about all of my favorite things, everything that was exciting and interesting to me that month. So I thought to myself, we gotta bring this to the people. We gotta bring this to the masses. So today I'm hitting you with a little summer favorites video where I've collected a bunch of little bits and bobs that I've been loving, as well as media, culture, all kinds of favorites are happening in this video. Not just the tangible kind of favorite, but the kind of favorite that permeates through your body and stays in your bones, if you know what I'm saying. Before we get into all of my current favorites, I have to tell you about literally the most exciting thing that happened today, which is that today, as I'm filming this, I officially announced that next summer, our location for the Lever Girls group trip is going to be Croatia. I literally could not be more excited if I goddamn tried. I've been to Croatia before and I love it. Croatia is definitely my favorite country that I've ever been to. The Adriatic Sea is without a doubt my favorite body of water that I've ever swam in. And next summer, you guys can join me June 16th to the 22nd. We're going to Split, Hvar, and Dubrovnik. We've got so much planned for us on the itinerary. We've got a boat day. We've got an oyster farm visit, wine tasting, some walking tours, a beach day, a journaling workshop, just a week of exploring and indulging in all that Croatia has to offer us and making a bunch of new friends along the way. All of the details for the trip are going to be down in the description below. Take a look at the trip page, mull over all the details. When this video goes live, I will have done a Q&A on my Instagram the day before, so those answers are going to be posted to the community tab of my YouTube channel. Any additional questions you may have about the trip are likely going to be answered there. Trip goes on sale next Friday, a week from today, August 29th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And my top tier patrons do get early access at 11 a.m. that same day. I have no way of knowing when it's going to sell out. There's only 24 spots. Famously, all of the previous trips have sold out the same day that they went live. Famously, within the first 15 minutes they've been live. So I don't know. I don't know how quickly it's going to go, but I anticipate it will go fast. So think about it, mull it over, and I'll maybe see you in Croatia next summer. To kick things off, let's dive into my home favorites. As you guys know, I'm doing a little bit of a revamp redo to this portion of my living room specifically right now. Quite literally 10 minutes before I started filming this video, I just bought one of those Bluetooth compatible landline phones that I thought could be really cute, like right there. And then I could sit in this couch and talk to my dad. It was a pre-order that's not going to get here until November, December time, so check back in a couple months. But what I have done, what we are cooking with so far, I am obsessed with. For starters, this new leopard lamp that I got. Are you fucking kidding? Clearly, I'm having a leopard moment. Clearly, I'm having a real moment with leopard. And maybe this is a moment that's been everlasting throughout my life. I was raised by a BB mom. My mother was giving BB sparkly top, leopard bag, red lipstick stiletto energy throughout all of my childhood. So I do feel like the leopard print is genetic to me. Put a color changing light bulb in that thing and bam, we're cooking with gas. And then right above it, my piece of tarot art that I made with a deck that I found at a coffee shop up in Maine. It's called the Pasta Tarot deck. I was able to find it online pretty easily, so if you're interested, everything is going to be linked below, but you can also just Google Pasta Tarot deck. There it is. Just picking up inspiration with me wherever I go. Going into a coffee shop, stumbling upon this beautiful tarot deck, knowing that I have far too many tarot decks that I know what to do with, but seeing a vision still for something else. And I love this piece of art so much more than I love what was there in its place beforehand. I bet you don't even remember what it was. Why would you? So boring. And I'm literally chomping at the bit for my other pieces of art to come in. That Coca-Cola sun catcher. And then I bought this little tiny print that says a token of my love on it. I don't even really know what's on it. It's like some creature eating a leaf. And it's like a token of my love. So not much else to say yet, but my excitement about redoing this corner of my room is sustaining me right now, is keeping me alive right now. Next up, I want to talk about the tech that I've been loving. I would be absolutely nothing without Rocket Money, keeper of my heart and the sponsor of today's video. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. I used to do all my budgeting on a manual spreadsheet where I would input like a Google form of what I purchased every single day. It was so manual and so completely time consuming. This was until I found Rocket Money a few years ago and just integrated all of my budgeting over, and my life has been completely changed since. It's been easier for me to hit my savings goals, easier for me to keep track of what I'm actually spending, set realistic budgets for myself. I used to be so overwhelmed with budgeting that I would look at that spreadsheet like once or twice a month, which isn't helpful. Now with Rocket Money, I check every couple days. I feel very clued in to my spending habits, and it's because Rocket Money makes it so easy. Rocket Money's also been so major in helping me keep track of all of the subscriptions that I have. Maybe there's a movie on some streaming service that I don't already have. I really want to watch it. I get a subscription to watch that movie, then I forget to cancel it. Rocket Money helps you put all of your subscriptions in one place so you can identify which ones you don't need anymore. So then Rocket Money can help you cancel them with just a few taps. So go to rocketmoney.com/Maddie Dragsbaek to get started for free. Your wallet's not gonna regret this one. I've been on a hunt for my next favorite perfume. I like to switch my perfumes up seasonally, so right now I'm on the hunt for my signature fall scent, but I've got two so far that I've been loving. First up, the Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom Cologne. This smells so goddamn good. And honestly, it's a very unique scent as well. It is so sexy to me though. Like if I was getting cozy with someone and I smelled this on their neck, I would lose the goddamn plot entirely. This one lasts a little bit longer than the other perfumes that I have, but still the longevity is not fantastic. That's been my big critique for most of the perfumes that I have right now. I used to love the Glossier You, but they reformulated, and now the new version of their perfumes just have no longevity at all. You put it on and 30 minutes later, you can't smell anything. And it sucks that I feel like that is the issue I am running into over and over again with most perfumes. I don't know if I'm just getting bad recommendations or what's going on. I'm finding scents I love, but I'm not finding scents that last. So if anyone has a recommendation for more unisex, woodsy scents that are incredibly long lasting, you hit my line, and don't fucking lie to me. Another perfume that I've been loving, though it suffers from a similar problem longevity-wise, is the Boy Smells Sugar Baby perfume. I smelled this perfume on a whim while I was shopping in person one day, and when I saw the name Sugar Baby, I thought I was gonna hate it. I hate perfumes that are too sweet and that smell sticky. Like, I've never understood why people buy like birthday cake candles. You go to like the home goods candle aisle and smell half of the candles in there. You're like, who in the hell is buying this? To me, you're deranged if you don't want your home to smell like woods, fresh linen, or like a freshly cooked meal. And honestly, the scents I gravitate towards with candles is very similar to the scents I gravitate towards perfume-wise. I'm a balsam fir candle girl, okay? That's what I hit the people with. Or sometimes I'll do a mulled cider, because that's like cozy and warm, cinnamony, you know, still keeping it very natural and sexy. I'm cool with the fresh linen. But you go over to some people's homes and they're whipping out the fucking birthday cake surprise, and it smells like there is a sticky fruit by the foot residue all over their floors and walls. Some people love that though. I don't personally feel that way. When I saw the name Sugar Baby, I kind of thought that this perfume was gonna feel the same way, but surprisingly, it doesn't. It's definitely sweeter than I would normally go, but it's very floral, which I think is why I still like it. It's not nauseating. I like it. It works for me. And most scents like this would not work for me. So take it or leave it. I feel like I'm late to the game on this one, but the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Stick, I've been losing my mind over. I am usually the type of girl that wears nothing on my lips. I am a do a crazy eyeshadow look, put on a chapstick kind of girl, mainly because I hate matte anything. Can you believe we went through like an entire matte lipstick era where that's all we bought? Looking back to the photos I took of myself in like freshman, sophomore year of college, working at Urban Outfitters, wearing every goddamn Kylie lip kit that was ever sold, it looks bad and also it feels terrible. I want my lips to be feeling soft and luscious at any given time. You will never catch me with a chapped lip. And if you do, something's very wrong. You need to sit me down and ask me if I'm okay and I remember what my name is. So usually I'll just wear like a tinted lip balm. I love the Summer Fridays ones, or a lot of times I will not go with a tint at all. Throw a gloss on top, call it a day. These are kind of incredible though because they feel the same way my lip balms do on my lips, but it's giving you pigment. It's giving you color. It's a more intense vibe than like a Clinique Black Honey, which I love for a similar reason. Silky, smooth, luscious finish. More of a sheer pigment than this one is, but it's that same comfortable feeling on your lips, which is what I value above all else with my beauty products. I don't want to know that I'm wearing makeup outside of like my eyes, you know? Obviously I glue on fake lashes every goddamn day. I'm all right with knowing that I'm wearing false lashes. The only time the fake lashes become annoying to me is when I put on a pair of sunglasses and I have to wear them at like the tip of my nose because every time I blink they get caught. That's fucking irritating to me. I could also wear shorter eyelashes, but I don't think that's necessarily the journey that I'm gonna go on. Anyways, Mighty Patch Chin. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that before I was making YouTube videos full time, I was on the social/influencer team over at Hero Cosmetics, maker of the Mighty Patch. Even though I haven't worked there for 4 years, I am still so loyal to the Mighty Patch. This is the best pimple patch on the market, and there's literally no competition. Usually I'm just sticking to the basics and using Mighty Patch OG, but I recently bought the chin patches because I feel like around my period specifically, all of the acne that I'm getting is on my chin. So instead of wearing like 5 Mighty Patch originals, let me just wear 1 chin patch. And it's kind of incredible. 1 patch for your entire chin, sucks up all the gunk while you're sleeping. It's like it never even happened. It's like it never existed. Listen, I get those star-faced patches are cute, but I promise you, they do not work as good. All right, let's talk media and culture, baby. What have I been consuming? What have I been loving? Listeners of the pod already know what I'm gonna say, which actually, while we're there, my favorite piece of media to consume is, of course, my podcast, Emotionally Online. I consume it because I edit it. We're on episode 127 of the podcast. I've been doing this for a hot minute. Emotionally Online is my favorite thing that I create on the internet. The podcast is my absolute favorite thing to do week to week, to sit on the mic, do long form, just yapping for a whole goddamn fucking hour every week about whatever it is that I can't shut the fuck up about. I love it. It's the most fun thing to me. I think if you like these YouTube videos, you will also love my podcast. And there's a video version of the podcast, so you can watch me while I sit in my bed or on my couch and yap. So really, it's the same thing as a YouTube video. I don't want to hear that you're not a podcast person. It's just an hour-long YouTube video. Go listen. Hey, quiet. Go listen. And obviously, the number one thing that's been consuming my watch time this summer is Vanderpump Rules. And I know I am so goddamn far behind. But when I tell you, for years, nobody recommended this show to me. Nobody was ever like, Maddie, listen to me, like shaking me awake. You need to watch Vanderpump Rules. You love reality TV. You love a messy bitch. You need to watch Vanderpump Rules. And I'm bitter about it. I don't know why no one told me this. It is the best reality TV show I have ever watched. And that's saying a lot coming from someone who is a mega stan of both Jersey Shore and Love Island UK. Vanderpump Rules, I think, is better than both of them. I know. I talked about this on the podcast recently, but I feel like in the age of social media, a lot of reality TV loses its sparkle. Whether it's because of the audience relationship and reaction to these stars being messy, imperfect, truly and utterly diabolical at times, or it's the cast members' hyper awareness of the audience and what is happening on social media while they're on the show. Especially in the age of TikTok, I just feel like the cast member audience relationship is making bananas, earth-shattering, life altering reality TV harder to achieve in a way that was easier back in like the prime of Jersey Shore or even in the early days of Vanderpump Rules. The expectations we had for reality stars were different back then. The idea of becoming a social media influencer was still in its infancy. It was just different. You can go watch the podcast episode I did if you want to hear more about my take on that. But Vanderpump Rules is just the perfect storm. Perfect casting. Culturally, we're talking like 2013 to 2018 was like prime Vanderpump Rules. It's fucking incredible. I started it in May and I'm on season 8 right now. So I've got like 3.5 more seasons still, somehow. I feel like I'm slamming this goddamn show and I still have so much more to watch, but we'll get there. And another reality TV show that I was eating up this summer and was consuming a lot of my time, Love Island UK season 12. Again, like I said, I think it's getting harder to produce truly fantastic reality TV. Love Island UK season 12 fucking nailed it this summer. And you know what? I'm fucking tired of people talking about Love Island US. I don't want to hear about it. Stop talking to me about Love Island US. It is the inferior Love Island. I don't want to hear anything about it. Do you know the kind of heartbreak I feel when someone looks at me and they're like, oh, do you watch Love Island? And I excitedly am like, yes, I watch Love Island. Yeah. And they start talking about people I don't fucking know. And I'm like, no, I watch a different fucking Love Island than you do. And you know what? This shit's pissing me off, actually, for a separate reason, because Love Island USers think that they can start calling the show Love Island without the US caveat. No, bitch. You need to always call it Love Island US because it's not the original Love Island. If I say Love Island, I need people to know that I'm referring to Love Island UK and not Love Island US. Love Island US is the offshoot, bitch. You simply can't compete where you don't compare, so don't even try it. Don't even goddamn try it. If you've watched Love Island US and you haven't watched UK, know that I'm disappointed with you. Know that I'm disappointed with you. If you watch UK and you also watch US, you're exempt. You're exempt from my rage. But if you watch US and you don't watch UK, I can't believe you do this to me. And you did it at my birthday dinner. Like, what the fuck is going on? Sucking dick and cock. I don't think I've gotten through 1 month of my life since that video came out where I didn't quote it. Somehow it always comes up. Season 12 Love Island was just so goddamn good though. The casting was so good. We got so many demons, but we also had women specifically to root for. I think that in every fantastic season of Love Island, this is the formula we have. Season 5, Season 8, Season 12. Those are the best seasons of Love Island UK. Season 5, so many villains, but you have so many like villainous women to root for. Women who are loud and feisty and fight back and don't take shit. Love Island becomes miserable to watch when you're watching the diabolical things happen, but nobody's calling it out and like being like, hey, this is fucking crazy. Eat shit. Season 5, you have Amber, you have Maura, you have Anna. Season 8, you have motherfucking Ekin Sue. And this most recent season, you've got Shakira, Tony, Yasmin. I love when they give me an imperfect, messy bitch to root for. I need one. If you're gonna give me all of the worst men that I've literally ever seen in my entire life, you need to give me a flawed, messy bitch to root for. And in all 3 of my favorite seasons, they have given me her. And you know what? I think there are some other seasons that had potential, but I think faltered because they got rid of that girl too early on. Like, I think Harriet is another example of this kind of woman that I think is required on a show like Love Island UK in order to make it truly fantastic. But on her season, she got knocked off way too early. She was great on All Stars, though. Music I've been loving lately. Jam by Between Friends has been constantly on repeat. And 12 to 12 by Somber. And last but certainly not least, the Lady Gaga Mayhem bonus tracks. It's pissing me off that they're not on streaming and I have to listen on youtube.com. And Lady Gaga said they're not going to be on streaming, which I think somebody on her team is going to have to bully her about that one. Specifically, Can't Stop the High, which feels like Perfect Celebrity Part 2. Perfect Celebrity being my favorite song off Mayhem. that wants me. Ah! I love it. I am so excited to see Lady Gaga when she comes to New York. I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. I'm in the process of DIYing my Gaga outfit for the night. I'm actually really excited with how it's coming along so far. You'll see. I'll show you. We'll do a little video. Moving on to movies, I recently saw Sorry Baby, which I loved, which thank God. It's been like such a slow year for movies so far. I feel like there's only been 4 movies that I've really loved this year so far. 4 movies that I gave a 4 stars and above. Those 4 movies being Ballad of Wallace Island, Sinners, Weapons, and Sorry Baby. There's just been a whole lot of sleepers so far. I'm hoping things pick up later on in the year. Usually they do, but I'm starting to get a little impatient. But I saw Sorry Baby this past weekend. I was a little nervous to go in and see it at first because I knew that it was a movie that dealt with sexual violence, which I think in the past I've been able to kind of, how do I put this? I think in the past when I have watched movies that feature prominently or follow the story of one of the characters dealing with sexual assault, I've been able to sort of compartmentalize it and push it to a part of my brain that doesn't necessarily bring up my own experiences. But honestly, I feel like over the last 8 months, processing my own sexual assault has been kind of a big thing for me. It happened years ago and I really never got the opportunity to unpack all of how I felt about it. I think a lot of my response to my assault after I was out of the shock of the moment itself and the distress of the immediate aftermath, I think in the years that have followed, there has been like an element of denial with me. I didn't talk about it. I was a little bit intimidated to go see this movie, particularly in a theater, knowing how heavily it deals with themes of sexual assault and knowing that I can access my feelings about my own experiences more readily now than I have in the past. I was just a little nervous about how I would feel. Looks like my mic cut out there for a second. We're back now. But it was such a beautiful film, and I thought the way that it handled sexual assault was really tactful. It wasn't heavy-handed. I thought that it was a very raw and emotional retelling of what that experience can feel like. I loved how often they made you sit in the silence. You don't actually see the assault happen, thank God. There's just this shot of the house outside, and it's daytime. And there's this long shot of the exterior of the house, and then it cuts to being sunset, still the exterior of the house, cuts to being nighttime, still the exterior of the house. And it's just this quiet that you have to sit in that I thought was so powerful and striking, and I just loved it. Also, the lead character does adopt a cat at some point in her processing of her trauma. And she's having this conversation with a man on the side of the road who works at a sandwich shop. He had just done a kind gesture for her as a stranger, and he asked her if she was going to be okay in her house. And she responded by saying, "Well, I have a cat." And I loved that this movie understood and celebrated the healing power of cats and just like the power of being loved by a cat. I thought this movie really understood that, which I loved, because in the aftermath of my own assault, I didn't really tell anyone. My family was coming to visit me the very next day, and I didn't want to bum out the mood, or I don't know, I felt ashamed also. So fresh. I was still sorting through so much at that time that I kept it in. And so for a couple of days, the only living thing that knew what I went through was Mango. And I remember coming home, sitting on the couch and just like sobbing and having her do her thing, come up, crawling on top of me the way that she always does, falling asleep on my chest, you know, butting me in the head early in the morning so that I'll kiss her. She is just like genetically programmed to make sure that I'm okay and that I know that I am as loved by her as she is by me. I'm looking at her right now as I'm saying this. I feel safe because she's here. That cat does so goddamn much for me. I cannot say this enough. And I loved that this movie seemed to understand that. Another movie that I really loved this summer is Weapons. I just saw it last week. As a lover of long legs last summer, this movie was also very up my alley. I feel like if you love a horror movie that has elements of comedy in it, you'll probably like Long Legs and you'll probably also like Weapons, or maybe you're a fucking hater. I don't know what to tell you. I loved Weapons though. I thought it was fucking awesome. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Let's make children do the fucking T-pose when they are possessed and being lured to this random fucking house. T-pose for sure. I love it. You know what? There is something sinister about a T-pose. And to finish us off, I've got to talk about my favorite items of clothing, bags, shoes, fashion items that I have been loving this summer. I have been exposed to the power of a pajama. And you know, I've had a couple pairs of pajama sets that I have loved in the past, but they've never really caught on for me. Until now, when I am a pajama girl. I'm slamming pajamas. I want to be comfy cozy in a fucking matching pajama set. There's something about it that just feels like correct right now at the age of 28. I feel like that's what I should be doing. Okay, I got these leopard, because you guys know how much I love leopard, pajamas from Old Navy. Fuck, if they're not fucking comfortable, dude. I've been thinking of trying out a pair of pajamas from Print Fresh. They've got like the cutest designs, but I've never tried anything from them before. I fear that I might not like the texture. I love the like super plush, like t-shirt jersey type fabric feel. I was at a store IRL recently where they had some Print Fresh items and it almost felt a little scratchy to me. Someone tell me I'm wrong. Someone tell me I'm wrong and I'll accept it. My pajamas from Old Navy are like this stretchy jersey type fabric. This is the same type of fabric that I have like the sheets on my bed as. It's very cozy, it's lightweight, it's breathable. Oh, she's just gorgine. I love it. A brand I've been really loving this summer is Dressed in Lala. I only tried their stuff for the first time a couple months ago, but I am hooked. I'm obsessed. They've got so many fun, funky, colorful designs. So for all of my maximalists out there that like to be super fucking extra with your outfits, maybe you will love Dressed in Lala as much as I do. Their shorts sizing can be a little unpredictable. The sizing honestly isn't the best. I wear a 1X, 2X in most brands. I wear a 3X in Dressed in Lala. And even the 3X is extremely unpredictable. So like I bought the camo shorts, which are perfect. I bought them in a 3X, literally would change nothing. Those shorts fit me perfectly. I bought the leopard shorts in a 3X. As you guys know, those ones were long as fuck. I had to cut them with a pair of scissors. And then I also got the boxer shorts, which were on the opposite spectrum, and they were a little bit too small. They still fit. I'll show you. They fit, but the seam that goes from your belly button to your butt crack, the seam down the middle is a little tight. I would like if that was looser. So the boxer shorts became indoor shorts to me. I'm only gonna wear those inside my house because I really hate when shorts / pants do that. So many plus size shorts and pants do that. It's like a pet peeve of mine. It's a sensory nightmare to me. I cannot wear bottoms that hug me like that. Absolutely not. It's just wedgie central, front to back. Who wants that? So loving all of the designs at Dressed in Lala, loving a lot of the pieces that I've got, not loving the sizing is a little all over the place. But listen, when all of our plus size options are dwindling and stores are closing left and right, I'll take what I can get for right now. Not for much longer though. Y'all bitches better step your pussy up. And I mean that with love. Back talking about cozy shit, my Boys Lie zip up sweatshirt of the summer has been sustaining me, has been keeping me afloat. There was that Boys Lie Sex Ed hoodie that was keeping me afloat in the winter, and then I got this Boys Lie zip up, and that has been keeping me afloat in the summer. I feel like I have an emotional support sweatshirt that sort of switches out by season. I just find a new one to fixate on. And it always switches. Like I have a moment where I'm really loving hoodies and then all of a sudden I'm like, I need everything away from my neck. And I feel like I'm going to lose my mind if anything is close to my neck. So then I switch to only wearing crew necks. And then once I've had my crew neck phase, all of a sudden I'm like, I'm fucking hot. Get it off me. And then I'm like, give me a hoodie. So that way I can feel like it's off and on at the same time. And that's the cycle that always repeats itself. Okay. Bag of the summer for me has got to be this Baggu Crescent leopard bag. I bought this for myself when we went to Crete earlier this summer, and it was such a staple on that trip. First of all, this thing holds so goddamn much. Really, you put leopard print on everything and I'll probably like it. I recently, as you know, was forced against my will to purchase a pair of Crocs because I was forced against my will to go whitewater rafting, and I was told that I had to purchase a pair of water shoes. Anyways, my sister and I ended up going to Crocs, and before we walked in, I was like, if they have leopard print Crocs, we're getting the leopard print Crocs and we're walking out. I will not be in the Crocs outlet store for more than 5 minutes maximum. That's exactly what we did. Walked straight in, saw the leopard print Crocs, and got right out. Am I happy about it? No. Have I still been wearing them? I hate to admit it, but I have been wearing them to do my laundry. Sue me. Sue me for having a laundry / taking out the trash shoe now. Crocs to me are an indoor shoe. You're either inside or you're in a body of water. Otherwise, I don't know why the fuck you're wearing a Croc. Sorry to all my Crocs girls out there. I just don't understand you completely, but I do love you. Accessory of the summer, constantly, literally always, Chunks claw clips. Love a claw clip always and constantly. I feel like I'm always wearing a claw clip, especially in the summer because everything is too hot and I just need my hair away from my face. Even right now, I kind of want to put it up. And the Chunks designs are always so cute. Like the pattern and the shape of it. It's like a little cloud. And those are pretty much all of my summer favorites. All of the recent things that I have been loving and relying on and thinking in my brain about constantly. And if you want to know more of what I'm constantly thinking in my brain about, you should listen to my podcast, Emotionally Online, which is basically just a constant stream of every thought I've ever had ever. I don't know. I love a favorites video. I love watching a favorites video. It's crazy to me that I've never done a favorites video before until now, / earlier this year when I did one on the Patreon. But this is my first public favorites video. I love watching them. There's something so classic YouTube about it. Just getting to sit back, sit down, and listen to someone talk about things that they like. I'm like, yeah, tell me what you like. Ooh, I love it. I love what you love, even if I don't also love it. But hoping you love this video. Love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.